internet is in flames and Diddy is burning.
The extremely powerful executive Sean Diddy Combs has had an ominous presence in the music industry for the past 30 years. His secretive, ritualistic parties in the backrooms, as well as numerous accidental confessions, has made the public pre-decide that he is guilty of all accusations against him. But now the federal government raided his home as they investigate his involvement in a global sex trafficking operation. Technically, at the moment, he is not being charged of any crime, but any day now, Diddy could feel the wrath of the American justice system.
Now, even though Diddy ain't been found guilty for all these allegations yet, he is definitely guilty of some of this stuff, man.
In 2019, Diddy's ex, Gina Wynn, went on the podcast Unwind with Tasha K, where she made claims about abuse. Diddy met Wynn, a fitness influencer and model. Wynn claimed on the show that when she was caught texting with a man, Diddy lost his mind and beat her.
He stomped on my stomach really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe.
Wynn also claimed that when she became pregnant with Diddy's child, he offered her thousands of dollars to terminate it. She didn't accept the money because she wanted to prove to him that she was the kind of woman that wasn't interested in money. In 2022, New York State Governor Kathy Hochul signed the New York Adult Survivors Act. The law gave sexual assault survivors 1 year to sue their abusers.
I mean, we can see that.
According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face. According to the lawsuit, the surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns and appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction.
Now, on top of that, there have been even more people making allegations against P. Diddy, like his old former backup dancer, who claims to have had a lot of horrible experiences with him.
Disturbing stories are surfacing about Sean Diddy Combs in the aftermath of those massive raids at his coast-to-coast mansions. Former TV host Tanika Ray, who was once a Diddy backup dancer, hinted she knows a lot. Music writer Teray told MSNBC anchor Joy Reid an unsettling story about a relative who once interned for the music mogul. Diddy was with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez when he got into an argument with another man. Diddy and J Lo were both arrested in connection with the shooting, but no charges were ever filed. The investigation into sex crimes and trafficking allegations against the rapper is being compared to the probe that brought down singer R. Kelly.
The R. Kelly case, I think, provides a good roadmap for prosecutors to use to consider the types of charges they can bring and also the evidence that will prove them, the types of witnesses that a jury will find compelling.
Combs did not return our calls for comment, but has previously denied all allegations of wrongdoing.
Now, things between Diddy and Beyonce are getting more and more wild these days, too.
Ventura's lawsuit became public on November 17, 2023. Just a day later, Diddy's team settled with Ventura out of court. Mr. Combs' decision to settle the lawsuit does not in any way undermine his flat-out denial of the claims. Braffman claimed that Ventura was demanding $30 million and threatened to write a book about their relationship if Diddy didn't pay up. Ventura also made a statement, "I want to thank my family, fans, and lawyers for their unwavering support." The terms of the settlement have not been disclosed to the public, but Ventura was reportedly offered an 8-figure payout to dissuade her from filing the suit in the first place. A woman named Joy Dickerson Neal filed her own lawsuit alleging that she was drugged, assaulted, and abused by Diddy in 1991 when she was a student at Syracuse University.
Now, the most recent scandal involving Diddy and Beyonce is revolving around allegations that Diddy possesses all kinds of videos of a lot of celebrities, including Beyonce and Jay Z. Now, these tapes, which feature some explicit content, was uncovered during a raid on Diddy's properties by Homeland Security.
Catch herself from Jay Z just so she don't get implicated, because she know that she can get implicated. So if
she gets up. I was going to.
Y'all need to be sat on this drama because this situation with Diddy just blew up in the most insane way possible. I know that the situation has been one hot, stanky mess since Cassie brought the lawsuit against Diddy in November last year, but I swear, things just got out of hand. Homeland Security raided Diddy's houses in a coordinated series of raids last week. They ran a wreck through his houses, and it was clear that they were looking for some very specific thing. Reports had it that the feds seized a number of electronics from the raid, including laptops, phones, computers, and all that stuff that they can find evidence on. Which isn't surprising because one thing about the feds is that they always do their homework before making moves. So if they seized Diddy's electronics, what we could never have imagined in a million years was that the feds would find videos of Beyonce and Jay Z, biggest entertainers in the world. I'm referring to freak off videos, alleged videos of Jay Z and Beyonce taking it to Pound Town, getting the sloppy Joe. Girl, when I tell y'all that I was shook when this report hit the internet, I mean, the Carters having a freak off while being recorded by Diddy has to be one of the wildest things that I've heard about. I know this seems too crazy to be true, but Jaguar Wright confirmed this news, saying that the videos were really, really bad. According to Jaguar Wright, Diddy is allegedly trying to kill two stones with one bird, because while he is getting himself out of trouble, he is also getting his revenge on Jay Z. Diddy and Jay Z have been close for a long time, so Diddy automatically assumed that Jay Z was going to show support for him, or at least help him pull some strings to help him. He was one of the celebs that pressed the Grammys not to invite Diddy to the Grammys this year. Several Academy officials are pushing to remove the billionaire superstar from the Grammy guest list. The formal invitations go out this month. African American members fear that inviting him sends the wrong message to audiences and the charities it supports. According to new information by the feds, while they were going through Diddy's confiscated electronics, they found some pretty interesting tapes, if you know what I mean. We all knew that the feds were going to find some tapes on Diddy's electronics because there were so many allegations from the people who sued her. In Cassie's lawsuit, she claimed that Diddy would often record her whenever he SA'd her. She also claimed that he would force her to hire male escorts. In the court documents, Cassie said, Mr. Combs would use his phone, laptop, and tablet to film Ms. Ventura having sex with the high worker.
Now, there's speculations that Diddy may have leaked the videos as retaliation against Jay Z and Beyonce for abandoning him during his legal troubles. Now, Diddy's legal team has denied all these allegations.
Rumor has it that Diddy might have had a hand in leaking these scandalous tapes himself, Jay Z and Beyonce. And let's just say the drama is far from over. So buckle up, folks. Diddy feels betrayed because Jay Z, his closest confidant, has distanced himself and avoided contact since legal troubles arose. Diddy's actions have triggered a domino effect of events that have rocked the entertainment industry to its very foundation. And speaking of foundation, shaking, it seems like Diddy isn't the only one feeling the heat. But amidst the chaos, one can't help but wonder, what does this mean for the power couple's seemingly unshakable marriage?
What I've heard about them as a couple is that they've been living separate lives for a very long time.
Rumors have been swirling for years about cracks in the facade of Jay Z and Beyonce's relationship. The Carters have weathered their fair share of storms. But could this latest scandal be a straw that breaks the camel's back? Sources close to the couple suggest that Beyonce, in particular, may be feeling the pressure. Speculation is rife that Queen Bey might be considering a strategic distance from her husband. Could this be a sign of trouble in paradise, or simply a move to protect her own reputation?
Ain't nobody around to tell them what to do, and they just get to act a fool. Free Beyonce.
It's like they denied everything else, too. Now, rumors suggest that the relationship between Jay Z and Beyonce has been strained for years. Now, could this latest scandal be the one that finally breaks it? On the other hand, speculation indicates that Queen Beyonce is feeling the pressure from Jay Z's legal troubles and might be considering creating strategic distance to protect herself.
While Wright's credibility has been called into question, her accusations have added fuel to the already blazing fire of speculation surrounding the Carters' marriage. With a thriving empire spanning music, fashion, and philanthropy, could Queen Bey be plotting her next move behind the scenes? As speculation swirls around the fate of Beyonce and Jay Z's marriage, a new, more ominous cloud looms on the horizon. Recent revelations suggest that Beyonce might have more than just her reputation to worry about. But what exactly is the RICO Act, and why does it spell trouble for these two music moguls? According to legal experts, RICO has since been expanded to cover a wide range of criminal enterprises, including sex trafficking. The application of the RICO Act could spell disaster for both men. If convicted under RICO, they could face hefty fines and lengthy prison sentences, effectively ending their careers in the music industry.
Now, we can presume that Beyonce might be focusing on clearing her name and distancing herself from any scandals. Now, this could be the best moment for her to share some valuable information, positioning herself as uninvolved in Jay Z and Diddy's controversies. Now, this approach might help her maintain a positive public image and avoid being seen as a witness or participant in all these ongoing issues. You know, especially with all the secrets that can still be revealed from Jay Z if he decides to start talking.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Point was, he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster.
When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal. For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover?
Age ain't nothing but a number, sitting back there like Perv Master.
Tell me about the relationship with Jay Z. You and Jay Z formed Rockefeller Records in the 90s. Are you and Jay Z still friends?
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
How many people turned and looked the other way? How many people were still, involved with him in any kind of way, knowing all those things?